In this video, we're going to discuss the different ways to create a purchase order or work order. So the first way you can do it is pretty much from any page on SoStocked. You just simply go up here to this green button and click plus, and you can create either a purchase order or a work order from scratch. When you do use this button, it's going to create the purchase order or work order from scratch. So it's not going to have any data pre-filled, meaning you'll have to give it a number, of course. You'll have to select the supplier if it's a purchase order, or the warehouse if it's a work order. And of course you would choose the product, the number of units to ship. All of the cost per unit and all that stuff should be included if you've set up your products correctly on your inventory page. Your lead time tells SoStocked where the inventory is going. It's very important, and how long it takes to get there. So if you've set up your inventory and your suppliers correctly, you should have multiple lead times. So you can choose the lead time for this particular purchase order, right? Like if it's going direct to FBA, or 99% of the time it's going to be going either to FBA or it's going to be going to your, right, like to a warehouse. So that's what the lead time is. And then, of course, you can select the marketplace. You can choose if it's automatically being tracked in our order tracker or if you want to manually move it through the order tracker. And automatic mode means it's simply moving through the order tracker based on the lead time. So it's going to follow the number of days in production or en route or third-party warehouse, whatever portion of the lead time it's on, it will follow through that lead time and move the card directly through the order tracker. You can also choose to switch to manual mode, and then you have to choose manually which portion of the lead time it's in, and that will determine where it shows up on the order tracker. Take note that if you choose manual mode, you will have a little lock button up here, and then you can lock it and you can move it step by step through and save it for each portion of the lead time. All right, of course you can put your payment terms in there. You can put any additional notes down here. You got your subtotal, and then it'll have your preview page. So I'm not going to walk through every step of creating a purchase order because there's actually another video on that, but that's one way you can create it. I do want to differentiate between a purchase order and a work order. Purchase orders are for new inventory only. Very important. When you're purchasing new inventory from a supplier, from a manufacturer, a work order is for transferring inventory from a warehouse or telling a freight forwarder or a prep center what to do with existing inventory. So this is new inventory, this is existing inventory. On the purchase order, you can also choose to split your shipment. If you click this button here, you can split it 3 different ways. You can add as a new blank shipment, which will create another shipment down here and put 0 units, and you have to choose the products and all that. And the third option is to split the shipment in half, where it'll take this portion and split it exactly in half. You can also bulk edit shipments by clicking this button here. You can bulk download products or bulk upload products here. If you click this button, make sure you watch this video first. Very important. I'm not going to go through the whole process now. Just watch that video and follow those instructions. And then you can upload those products into the purchase order and make that much easier. Creating a work order is the exact same thing. You just click the button, you create your work order number, you choose the warehouse or prep center that it's coming from, tell SoStocked what you want to do with the inventory, whether it's combining products like bundling or kitting, or if it's shipping to a new location. Most of the time you're going to be shipping it from a warehouse into Amazon FBA, but of course you could just have it go from your supplier and actually just have your warehouse store the inventory. From there it's pretty straightforward. I'm not going to walk you through all this, just follow the process. Occasionally someone will have inventory shipped from one location to another location. For example, a warehouse in China is shipping to a warehouse in the US or the UK. So you would choose ship to a new location and stock into inventory, and then of course you'd have to choose your product, and your lead time would have to be a lead time that is a warehouse to warehouse transfer. So that's one thing there, but 99% of the time you're going to be shipping from a warehouse and going into Amazon, so you would just choose this option here. Similar to the purchase orders, you can download the products, you can upload products into the work order as well. You can also create purchase orders and work orders from your forecast page. Basically here, any green button is for a purchase order and the blue buttons are for work orders, and they will automatically autofill the supplier, the units, and the lead time based on the presets for that product. So for example, if I wanted to place an order for this 1,000 units here, I would create this purchase order, and of course it will autofill the supplier, the product, and the quantity and the lead time, because this is all preset and defaulted based on that forecast. Same thing goes with the warehouse transfer. You can create a purchase order from the inventory page. This is actually a newer update where you can check different products, and you can use the drop-down bulk action, create a new purchase order right here, and it will auto-populate that supplier and those products. In this case, these products have different lead times, so it's actually splitting the shipment. And the last place you can create purchase orders from is your bulk export import on your settings page. You do the drop-down menu here, you click PO bulk upload template. Make sure to watch the video, very important to watch that video, walks you through step by step. You can just download the template, follow the video, and then upload it right here. So those are the different ways you can create purchase orders and work orders from SoStocked.